Today we are heading into a mechaniculia world. Wish me luck. First of all, just want to take a few things off. Don't really need to, but I do like access. So airbox is off. I'm going to take this entire front end setup off because we're going to be cleaning and then we're going to be doing the Mustang steering rack, and I would like to have lots of room to be able to film it for Range Industries. So this entire front pod is coming off first, and we can say goodbye to this forever. This leaky horrible thing that's attached to another leaky horrible thing.
This is always fun. Obviously I've had a certain amount of resistance from the car in various aspects, and I'm taking the EGR off because I don't need it, so I can cut the pipe and stick a big old heavy duty thick wall socket, big gun, let it eat. Because if this was in a Crown Vic situation, it would be a lot more complicated. Yeah, game on.
We've had our first spray down of purple power. What amazes me about this car is there's just so much oil everywhere. Like everywhere, over everything. Like it's thick. Like how does it become thick there? What's here? You know? Like this side of the car is just absolutely caked. Okay, let's give her a wash down. Alright, we're getting better. Second pass, that's just been done. This whole bottom arm was caked, absolutely caked, as well as this chassis leg. I'm just wondering, like, what was throwing so much oil that way? I don't understand what it could be. You know, dripping down, yes, but what's flinging it sideways? Was that... Surely it wasn't leaking that much power steering fluid. That's insane. But anyway, that's getting better. I'm going to do another pass down this side because we've got rocker cover gaskets. So I'm going to clean straight down. And then that side the transmission as well. God, so much. This is from the storm a few months back here. With a pine tree, which is that damn thing, and that covers everything. One thing I think is, I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with how dirty it is in there. All the way, see if we can get further down. So all the way it's just full, absolutely full of crap, and I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with that. This is a new inlet manifold, so he's obviously had the whole Crown Vic inlet manifold issue. And they put it on, but they didn't clean the V. And I can't believe they didn't do it because it's killing me. I'm gonna have to do it. There's no way I can get away without doing that because it's like, I don't know if you can see down there. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. End of day report, splitting the day between here in the morning because it's hot, and then cab in the afternoon because it's too hot to be out here. So gave it a good clean up, took off the power steering rack and cleaned everything as much as I possibly could. It now looks half decent. So excuse the plane. Tomorrow will be nice to undo the drive shaft, pull it, undo the transmission mount, undo the engine mounts, hoist the engine up so I can get the oil pan off. That needs to come off for leaking, and while that's off, that'll make it easier for me to get to the torque converter bolts, pull transmission, do transpan gasket and a rear main seal on the engine, and then really I cannot deal with all that crap in the valley down there. Doing my head in, so inlet manifold's probably going to come off as well. A developing situation we have
Now, I thought that the kind of overrun in the valley of the V was from a cracked inlet manifold, which is quite common on 2 valves, and it's got a new inlet manifold, so I thought, that all makes sense. I don't think so. So, if you look right there, where that light is shining right now, that white schmutz is running down from the inside of the cylinder head gasket and running down the V. Now, if you look on this side, there ain't no schmutz running down at all. We have a lot of schmutz running down on this side, and it's not, I don't think it's above. I'm hoping it's above, and we'll pull the inlet manifold probably now, actually. Now, I don't want to say that I have spidey senses that are better than anybody else's, but my spidey senses are telling me that there may be a head gasket issue on that side. You know, it's subtle. It is subtle, but you know, you just gotta pick up on these things. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna watch a video now, see how to do a head gasket on one of these things and see if it's worth doing it. This is gross. Gross. Yes, I'm going to be checking out some YouTube videos on how to do a Crown Vic head gasket. Also, I am going to check that like it isn't prone to bloody cracking right there, and whether the engine's not worth saving. Oh god, this is minging. Yikes. God, how long has this been leaking for? That's another question. It's got to be a drain hole, right? Is there a drain hole in here? Seems weird that there wouldn't be a drain hole. Oh my god. This is minging. I do like cleaning stuff though, so I suppose it's definitely feeding that part of my OCD. Done head gaskets on the old Lima Turbo, so I wonder how different. Well, timing chain, obviously, I know that. But I reckon I'm going to be playing with this 2-valve more in the future. Like an archaeological dig. Probably find a dinosaur down here. Definitely hope the heads don't go porous on these or anything. That may be a different situation. God, I think a couple of these engines I've basically given away. Good ones.
I really want to do a drag and drive, so I suppose 15-minute head gasket changes should be part and parcel of my skill set. It's never going to happen. There's no way for water to drain out of here. It just seems weird. My, how days can utterly unravel. God. Right, that's cleaned. Off. Everything's off the front. I did a nice little cardboard model because I've had it before when they're all different lengths and I can never figure it out. 4 pan bolts are off the bottom, so I'm assuming we can give it a whack now. Although this timing pulley at the bottom can only go on one way because it's obviously got a woodruff key, I have done dumber things than put it the wrong way round, whatever it may get involved with. So, quick note on the front. Now, being relatively inexperienced at this as I am, the timing marks seem to be good. I think this car has had timing chains before, and whoever did it put the chain a link off on the crank pulley, because however many times I turn it over, I cannot get that chain to line up, and that dot and line seems to be about right, and that dot and that line seems to be about right, and it is so grey. There's nothing to line up. Got cylinder 1 top dead center, and yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. So I'm gonna zip tie the cam chain to that cam gear because I want to take this head off, but this chain is behind, so I'm hoping when I take this tensioner off, I've got enough slack that I can just slide that forward. Wish me luck. God. This is definitely not how I saw today concluding, but you know, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. All the cylinders look fine, pistons look fine. Continue cleaning in there. Whether it's going to get painted, was that a lofty goal? Possibly. Timing equipment is down there. Just I've center punched the links where, if you can see it on the mark, because I think it's been changed and it's been a link out, because as I say, did the top dead center. So anyway, that's that. Then the head is here, and I don't know if on MLS gaskets like breaches seem less obvious than like a composite one, you know, because you can usually see it blown pretty obviously, but that, I'm gonna say hang on, that is where the leak was.
So I need to wire wheel everything and then get a flat edge to just at least see if the actual head is flat. Yeah, interesting day. Oh yeah, missing a stud out of the exhaust manifold as well. Let's hope it's not snapped in there. We'll soon find out. Before I take this to get it surfaced, first job of the day is 2 snap studs. You know, winging a prayer and hope and all that. And where is it? That. Let's see how this works. Bit of a drill, bit of an easy out, and let's see if it works. See if I can save the threads. So I reckon we have a steel stud with an aluminum head. Probably expand, well, definitely expand at different rates. So I'm gonna throw some heat on it. Then the shocking of the center punch will jolt it as well. And we'll see what we can do. It is a bit faulty. Likes a bit of attention every now and then. Oh, maybe do that as well. That'll probably help. Ah. Okay, we are center punched. Now, we just have a 16th drill bit. I don't have that anymore. What was that? Okay, I found these in some random kit. So I've got 5 64ths and a 16th. See if we can at least start the hole going. You know what? Let us cover those. Right? Right. Less pieces of small metal in the engine, the better, I suppose, you know? I like to be professional like that. Not totally censored, but, you know. A bit of progress. Morning. Definitely hit a stopping point, that's for sure. Okay, I'll be good and slow it down. That ain't going no further. Oh shit, what just happened? What just happened? Where did it go? What? What just happened? I'm so confused. Watch your eyes. Did it seriously come out? Shit, got into the head a little bit. Hope it's a thick boss. Okay, that one's out. How interesting. How unexpected. Oh damn, I nearly drilled through the whole head. Jesus Christ. So that's it. That's the whole stud is there. Interesting. Kind of disintegrated. Okay. Let's see how the next one goes. Okay. Pretty well centered. A bit of lube. Now it's just a little bit left at the bottom, but I don't want to drill into the cylinder head like I did last time. See if these things work. Oh, no. Okay, so I didn't. There's still some left in there. Okay. Hold on, don't laugh yet, because it may need to be more respectful to the bolt extraction gods. Yay! Yeah, I mean the threads are really gold up. Somebody really had a moment. So, got a tap I really want. I cannot believe that just worked. I cannot believe that just worked. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. All this mechanical stuff is just so interesting. So interesting. Cut or welded anything yet. It's weird. Please excuse the gentleman in the background. Who the hell knows what they're doing today, but making noise and annoying me. You know, I'm just paranoid about these now. I don't want to have this back from the machine shop and then you go and tighten the exhaust manifold down and snap a rooney. So I'm just gonna figure out how the hell to get these things out. Wonder if that cylinder gets hottest. It is one of the rear cylinders, which would make me think, yes, it does get hottest. Wonder if that's why the exhaust studs snap. Keep moving. Really hope I can put the cam back in the right place. That's my only worry. My only worry is putting the cam back in the right place. I've sensor punched the carrier and the cam next to each other, so it'll give me a good mark. I just don't understand how it gets exactly right. If you know what I mean. I don't really know what I mean, so I guess that's that. That was the intake. Oh no! God damn it. Urgh. Center. Tip to oneself, don't throw away your most important drill bit in this situation. Okay, we are now driving it in. So, cannot tell you how happy I am that I did this. Not happy that I'm having to do it. Yes! God damn! All threads good. Hell yeah! Bits of bolt definitely in there. Causing things to go snapperoonie in the night. Oh god, my eyes need to be good over this. Jesus. One thing the damn fine gentleman at Singer taught me was to cut a bolt up to create a, it's like a tap. Chaser, that's what it is. A chaser. So that's what we shall do. You know what? I have chased threads with a lot more uncertainty than that, that's for sure. Right, while the cylinder head machining is at the machine shop, he said it'd be ready in an hour, which is worrying and great. Great, it's only gonna be an hour. Worrying, he doesn't have any other work on. Full disclosure, I'm kind of obsessed with getting this valley as clean as I possibly can. Yeah, probably don't need to, but I have got some silver engine enamel on the way as well to paint the valley, because I figure if I do it a light colour and then any leaks happen, we can see them really quick. But yeah, I probably spent about half an hour doing this. Feels good though. Didn't really achieve a lot. Oof. She's so pretty and clean. I'm just gonna pull that. They put the dowel back in for me, but I don't know if they pulled those. So I'm just gonna pull those too, make sure those galleries are clean. Galleries are clean. And then I think that's all of the plugs out. Yes, haha, awesome. I think I've just reached a whole new level of sketch. So I've packed wood blocks to there, and the transmission is undone. No, the mount's undone, but it's still on the back. So, Jesus, we're gonna do the pan now. Pan gasket, yes, let's do that now. Okay, back at it. Hopefully everybody had a great 4th. Ours was very active, unusually active, and I was exhausted for the rest of the weekend, as was Wife-tastic. So, this all felt very controlled and non-precarious for me. Use the engine crane, because I had to put the trolley jack underneath the back of the oil pan to lift it. No, I actually did the bell housing to get the oil pan out, which was very, very dodgy. So I thought I'll use the engine crane, do the crank snout, lifted it up, fed it in, got a new O-ring on the oil pickup. Hang on, and we're back. I've not put any of the, obviously, the silicone in the corners for the covers. I'm not going to do it front or rear until I put the covers on, and then just put a little bead in there. So I don't think I'm going to fully torque the oil pan down until the engine's kind of back in place and we're happy with all the covers on and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so bolts in, and then the next thing is going to be, we'll see when the cylinder head stuff arrives actually from AutoZone, which was late. Not good. Right, that was all very safe and controlled. So we're back on the mount, and that's just not even nipped, it's just there. So decided to remove the oil cooler because I hate systems where they mix oil and water, you know, running side by side. So that's there. I've ordered a shortened version of that for the oil filter. It is a 12mm Allen that goes in there, but you can use a pipe wrench. It's going to be oval by the time you're finished, but you can use a pipe wrench to get that out. So yeah, so the oil filter is just going to go directly on there, and there won't be water lines running down here. So now we haven't got any head gasket bits yet, so I think we're going to start playing with the rear end. Yep, well, not that rear end, that rear end of that, and then we'll wait for, yeah, as I say, head gasket bits to arrive. So I think next we're going to be pulling the transmission to do that seal and the rear main. Game on, baby.